Joining us now to talk about the ongoing polls, we have with us Dr. Titinan Pongsudhirak, a professor of political science and international relations at the Chulalongkorn University. Thank you for being with us. Now, this really seems to be an election between status quo and change, with a young generation yearning for change and the traditionalist royalist establishment. Would you agree?
Yes, today is a big vote, big referendum on Thailand's future, also Thailand's past, whether Thai voters want to maintain a kind of a conservative past or make some changes into a kind of a more progressive future. I think the polls so far have indicated that the leading two parties, Pheu Thai and Move Forward, are from the opposition. So the government parties are the pro-military, Palang Pracharat Party, United Thai Nation Party. So these are the parties that came to power after the coup in 2014 and also a coup-inspired constitution in 2017 with the 2019 election. So, after 9 years of military-backed government, I think Thai voters are saying enough. They want to chart a different path, a different future for Thailand. So this is a vote to, I think, to favor to call for a new kind of future, a more progressive future.
Right. Now, Prime Minister Chan-O-Cha has the support of the Senate, so the opposition will really need a landslide victory in the lower house. How likely is this?
The Constitution of 2017 was written by a military-appointed committee, so it's a rigged constitution. It basically gives the military 1/3 of the bicameral legislature, which means that the senators, 250 senators, can vote for the prime minister, even though the senators were appointed by the military. So that's unfair. And I think this means that the opposition parties, Pheu Thai and Move Forward, will have to come up with 376 out of 500 in the lower house. That's a very high number in order to have an outright majority. That's unlikely. But they together most likely will come up more than 250 of the lower house, which means a simple majority. Not enough to vote for the prime minister, but enough to control the lower house. So it's a conundrum in Thailand unless we have some kind of a deal that involves a coalition government that can break up the Senate vote or win over some of the Senate vote, could have a deadlock. It depends on the final numbers, of course, but you should know that, the rules are not fair. And therefore, the opposition parties that are doing very well now with a lot of momentum for Move Forward, they are not going to have enough numbers because the rules are sort of stacked against them. And for them, the rules are on the side of the military.
Right. And Doctor, what are some of the most pressing issues that were in focus in the run-up to these polls?
A lot of issues have to do with welfare state, with subsidies, handouts, a lot of, the bread and butter issues. I mean, the people's welfare, income, minimum wage, retirement pension, and so on. So these are the policies that have been around for 2 decades. Since Thaksin Shinawatra came to power in 2001 on a spectacular popularity of populism, catering to the poor, trying to address the urban-rural divide, the rich-poor disparity. And so all parties now are populist. They want to give handouts, scholarships, income subsidies, higher wages, free education, good healthcare, universal healthcare, and so on. There's no dispute now that the populism over the past 2 decades is clear. It has won. But now there are new issues now that make this election different than ones in the past, different than other elections that we've seen in Thailand. This, for the first time, the Move Forward Party is proposing reforms and changes to the monarchy. Institutional reforms of the military and the monarchy. On the military, they want to get rid of the conscription, the draft. You have the draft, an outdated law from 1954 during the Cold War. So young Thai males still have to go through the draft process, conscription. And then they want to also change the royal defamation law, move forward. This has not been introduced on the agenda during elections before, so it's something new here.
Absolutely. Dr. Thitinan, thank you very much for being with us and your valued insights on all the latest on the Thai elections.
Thank you.
WION, now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.